started. Please stand and let's salute the flag.
Of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening, everyone. Are you excited to be here tonight? Say yes! So then let's do this. In accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, adequate notice of this meeting has been provided as follows. On January 17, 2025, notice was sent to the Home News Tribune, Star Ledger, Tap into Linden, Union County Local Source, and Clerk of the municipality. By state law, there is no smoking permitted in this building at any time. In addition to the listed items on this agenda, this Board of Education may discuss and act upon other items not specifically referred to herein as is allowed at a regularly scheduled monthly board meeting under the Sunshine Law. Roll call.
Ms. Pino.
Present.
Ms. Thomas.
Present.
Ms. Ulysse.
Present.
Ms. Armstead. Ms. Carrillo. Ms. Cintron.
Present.
Ms. Elwashahi. And Dr. Berghammer.
Present. Item number 1, approval of minutes. Motion to approve the minutes of the regularly held meeting on August 21st and September 18, 2025.
Second. Roll call.
Ms. Pino.
Yes.
Ms. Thomas.
Yes.
Ms. Ulysse.
Yes.
Ms. Cintron.
Yes.
And Dr. Berghammer.
Yes. Good evening, everyone, and once again, welcome to the Linden Board of Education meeting. It's an honor to be of service to the people of Linden, the parents of Linden, the teachers who travel from all over New Jersey to be here to teach our students, our administrators, but most of all, our students. We are living in a time where education is one of the most valuable gifts every parent could give to their child. Now, I would be remiss if I do not say college is not for everyone, but education is. In order to survive in this world, you've got to be educated. And to the amazing staff at the Linden Board of Education who serve our students, I am telling you, we, the Linden Board of Education, is moving in the right direction. And thank all of my teachers, staff, parents, children, and the community for us working together to make our district a safe place for children. Thank you. Now, our next agenda item is the item that I love the most. I always like to hear from the public. Members of the public desiring to make a public comment may come forward at this time. For those watching online, if you wish to make a comment or ask a question, please utilize the raise your hand feature on the online meeting platform. Please begin your comments by stating your name and address. Individuals are invited to speak on one topic at a time, and no individual will speak more than once until all individuals so desiring have spoken once. The public is reminded that to ensure the efficient and orderly operations of the meeting, members of the public will be limited to speaking on agenda items for 3 minutes. Tonight I saw two of my favorite people sitting in the audience who have sat here on boards, who have their children now in college. And it is really wonderful if they could come up and share a little bit to board of how their children are doing in college. Donna?
Hello, everyone. So both my daughters both graduated from Linden High School. My oldest daughter just graduated in May with her bachelor's. She started her master program. She's doing, she got it in investigative services, and she's doing national security for her grad. My second daughter graduated. She's a sophomore in college. She goes to Shenandoah University in Virginia. She's in a 6-year doctoral program for occupational therapy. Thank you.
I didn't come to the meeting to be called out.
I know.
But thank you. Amari is also in his sophomore year. He is attending Drew University. He's a commuter, so his classes, he's got a nice gushy schedule. He's taking business. He goes Monday through Thursday. He's made the dean's list. His GPA is about a 3.95, so I couldn't ask for more, that's for sure. But thank you very much.
Thank you. Hearing from the parents from some of our graduates make the work that we do as volunteers mean something. And I am grateful that you guys have come back to share with us. Don't stop coming. You're always welcome.
Hello, Dr. Perkins, Board of Ed members. My name's Nancy Cordino. I am a teacher at Seoul Middle School, and I see you're updating the school student dress policy, which is what I'm coming to speak to you about today. So let me start by saying students look great wearing their uniforms. Most have really embraced their uniforms in a positive way. But when I think about myself as an educator, educators reflect on their teaching, on their practices, in order to improve instruction for our students. So when I think about the uniform policy, it's relatively new, and much like how teachers reflect on what we're doing for the best outcome for our students, I think we also need to reflect a little bit on the uniform policy and how to improve it to make it a little bit more efficient. Currently, the uniform policy states that cargo pants are not allowed. Students wearing khaki pants, but that have pockets, which are cargo pants, have been cited for uniform violations. These are students who are wearing their collared shirts, who are neat, who are wearing the khaki bottoms, but because the policy states that cargo pants are not allowed, students are then removed from their class and put into the in-school academic counseling program, which was formerly known as ISS, where students stay until a parent can come and bring them a change of clothes. Now, for me as an educator, to have my students who look and are doing the right thing, they're wearing their uniform, to have them missing classroom instruction because they have pants that have pockets on the side, I think is an unintended consequence that maybe we didn't think about. So this is why I'm here speaking. I see that you have adapted, right? You've modified some of the policy. So what I'm hopeful is that we can take a look at this and maybe we can eliminate the cargo pants as part of for not being allowed on the dress policy. I've had students, like I said, miss instruction, which at the core of who I am bothers me tremendously because of a couple pockets on their pants. So what I tell my students is don't just complain, right? Speak up and take action. So I am taking action and I'm advocating for my students and hopeful that we can reflect and maybe make a small change to allow cargo pants that are part of the uniform, as long as they're khaki or navy or black, then that would be permitted.
Thank you very
I
much.
thank you for your time and your consideration.
Thank you very much.
Craig Halloran, 120 Donaldson Place. Tuesday night at the board meeting, I brought up the family engagement events, but what was pointed out to me by Donna was that school 6, 9, 10, McManus, and the high school were not even mentioned for these events. They don't have people that are interested in these, or what?
Thank you, Mr. Halloran. So I wanted to give more context to that agenda item. The family engagement events that's on the agenda is connected to Title I funding. Title I funding is based off of student enrollment and a criteria. So students in particular schools, if they fit the Title I criteria, then that school will receive funding for those students. Those students receive additional support for language arts and math, and also to help build upon student achievement, family engagement activities are now created to bring the families in. So it will always look different because it's based off of the student enrollment at each school, and if they qualify for the Title I funding, then that funding will go towards these events. So at certain schools, as you mentioned, the students don't fit that criteria, and that's why they're not on that list for Title I funding for those parent engagement events.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Good evening, Tanya Martin Cooper, LEA President, 225 East Curtis Street in Linden. Good evening, members of the board, Superintendent Perkins, Dr. Berghammer, and everyone. Good morning. Wish it was morning. It is evening. Good evening. On behalf of the Linden Education Association, I want to extend my sincere thank you for the continued collaboration and commitment that you have with the LEA. Trying to tell me I'm short? I need to move over some? All right. Thank you. I'm so proud and happy to say that we were able to finish the maintenance contract in 3 sessions, which is extraordinary for us. Thank you for taking into consideration that the custodians work very hard throughout the year, 12 months. The maintenance staff is here. They're working for the best interests of our schools. They keep our schools safe, they keep it clean, they keep it warm in the winter months and as cool as possible in the summer months. So thank you very much for looking after our custodians, giving them the same kind of contract that you gave to the teachers, paraprofessional, and secretaries. Thank you for the efforts in reaching that agreement. It is showing the value that you have for our staff. We look forward to continuing our partnership as we work together to support all members of our school community. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anyone online? No. Our next agenda item is our superintendent's report.
Thank you, Madam President. Good evening, everyone. I would like to start with giving some information on our district data profile. Student enrollment increased by 88 students in September. We currently have 6,468 students enrolled in our district as of today. When we speak of enrollment, I want to remind everyone that we are pushing for our attendance to remain, which is currently at a 90% or higher across the district of students attending school. So we have a strong attendance rate at this current moment, and we believe this is a reflection of commitment of our students, families, staff, and the community to prioritize daily attendance. We want to continue with this momentum. At the elementary level, they will be starting different forms of competitions to encourage our students to be here in school. Middle and high school will be doing the same. The goal is, in order for students to achieve, and which we believe they will succeed, we need them in school. If students are absent more than 18 times in a school year, that is an automatic failure. If students are tardy for more than 5 days in a marking period, they miss out on that morning instruction. At the middle and high school level, they have to be in class to receive the credit. So it is extremely important that we continue with this momentum and have our students in school. For our staffing, we currently have 30 open positions. 12 are paraprofessionals, 11 special education teachers, 7 and content teachers. So we are continuously pushing forward with an active pursuit for staff to join Linden Public Schools. On our website, they have the positions there to apply. We are in partnerships with different colleges seeking those students that are near graduation. We are looking at other ways to increase the skills within our current staff, our paraprofessionals and aides, to push forward with what we believe is to grow your own campaign for them to be certified as teachers. So this is a plea. If you know anyone who would love to be part of our Linden Tiger Roar, please have them to apply to our district. We're combating our staffing needs. We're thankful for many of our staff members who have taken on an extra period to teach these classrooms, or we have certified substitutes in the classrooms. So the goal is that we want to continue to have educators in front of our students, and we need your help. All means all. Currently, with our attendance rate for our staff, for the month of October, we had more than 62% absences among staff, and 30% of them required substitutes. For security updates, we are pleased to say that we haven't had any major incidents at school that required additional support from outside Linden Police Department. However, police have been responding to our schools, and we'd like to say thank you for medical emergencies. October is also Fire Prevention Month, and we are pleased to see that our firefighters and the truck is sitting outside of our schools, exposing our students to our first responders and what they do to keep our community safe. Behavior threat assessments take place in schools. That means that each school has a team of professionals, starting with the building principal, social worker, teachers, as well as our district security director. If a student speaks to a form of crisis of self-harm or towards someone else, then it is mandatory that we conduct behavior threat assessments. And that team comes together with the child and their families, and they conduct an evaluation to ensure that the child is safe. I'd like to report that we've conducted 11 behavior threat assessments thus far. 6 are coming from the secondary level, and 5 are coming from the elementary level. I share that because it is important that we are still in a post-pandemic crisis of mental health awareness amongst our youth. It is the highest level of students seeking help. Part of our ROAR initiative, it says that we're building relationships. We are expecting to build those relationships so our students feel safe to be in school, and also to be able to share out what those concerns are. So please, let's continue to build upon, as we spoke earlier about those parent engagements that's outlined in the education report that's tied to Title I for those student achievement events. We have many parent engagement events where we're educating our parents on mental health awareness, student achievement, and also just connecting with our schools. So please, and this segues into, if you haven't joined the school PTA, please push out and join that. I had a meeting with all of the principals this month, as well as the regional PTA president, Ms. Crozet, and we are continuing to work together to ensure that we're providing opportunities for our students in and out of the classroom. Our strategic plan says that we need you, all means all, and that ties to safety, security, as well as academics. For our uniform compliance, for the month of October, we've had a district-wide compliance of 98%. Exemptions concentrated at the secondary level. Seoul Middle School showed the highest non-compliance patterns. Elementary had 99% and secondary had 96%, which brings us to that 98%. Overall, the policy is continuing to be enforced, and it's strengthening our expectation that our students not only are here to work together, but they come in with a level of pride and commitment to their learning. Principals continuously report that they have a positive climate and culture in their schools, and so we are thankful for the partnership and our uniforms that our students have. And speaking of our principals, I want to shout out our principals who are here this evening. I see you, but also to make everyone aware that, again, October is Principal Awareness Month. Happy Principal Recognition Month, all right? Principals, we appreciate everything that you do. Today, as a district, is our National Pink Out Day. This day comes on the calendar every year, and it is a day to remember those who are fighting breast cancer. The goal is to encourage awareness on how important it is to be aware of this disease, to acknowledge those who are fighting, to acknowledge those who are no longer with us, and to acknowledge those supporters of those families. There's a culminating event that's happening right now, and that is the high school varsity volleyball girls team. They have a game every year today, and they recognize all of those supporters. I have on my shirt today is an image of all of those varsity players. This is a new shirt that just came out. I went by and I saw them before the game. They're not only pumped up on the court, but off the court with bringing awareness to cancer. And so please, I want everyone to know that we thank you for your colors of pink, shades of pink to get through across the district, and more importantly, what's in your heart to continue to fight against cancer. We will have our annual breast cancer awareness walk this upcoming Saturday at Tiger Stadium. So please sign up and come on out, because that's another opportunity that we get to fight together and step out on not only faith, but unity, that we're going to continue to bring awareness and fight this disease. For those that have lost anyone, I send prayers on behalf of our district, and also celebrations to those of you that's fighting the good fight and pushing forward. I'd like to take a moment and pause and acknowledge that we lost one of our dear students on October 7th, 20-year-old Jose Jimenez Gorgelis passed away. He was part of class of 2023. And I spoke with counselors from the high school and teachers who shared wonderful stories about him and the importance of his legacy living on. So to the Gorgelis family, may peace and comfort be with you. to the siblings, families, and friends that are connected to this student and who are with us, please, we are here to be there for you, and our prayers are with you. So I want to also acknowledge, as we spoke to, that the custodial contract has been closed out. October is also the month where we recognize our custodians for what they do. So thank you to all of our custodians. We couldn't do it without you. The beautification of our building and your commitment to serving every day is valued. So happy Custodian Month to all of our custodians. And now I'd like to acknowledge this part of this presentation is for student recognition. Each spring, our students take the New Jersey Student Learning Assessment, NJSLA, and we are pleased to share that we have 5 students who received a perfect score on their NJSLA assessment. The perfect scores ranged from mathematics or language arts. And those students are here this evening along with their principals. Thank you again, principals, for your commitment to supporting our students and leading our students. And so I'm going to ask that the students come up to the podium and your principal, and if you would like to say something, please do. On behalf of Linden Public Schools, we thank you for showing yourselves and us what you are capable for with your education. Thank you for believing that you could do it. And so you will receive a certificate from the Linden Board of Education, and we will continue to cheer you on. And then I will be coming upon speaking with you at school to see how you can help us with spreading the word to continue to encourage your peers and also our teachers with how else we can reach our students and so that they can roar with their education. So I'll start with school number 2. Emily Figueredo in 3rd grade had a perfect score, and here comes Mr. Fingerlin. Yes, Emily.
All right, Emily's a little on the quiet side, so I'm just going to grab the mic. Amazing. I sat with her the other day when I got the news that she hit a perfect score, and it's just a truly amazing feat. I told her how rare it is. It's very rare when we have someone that meets every expectation on a state assessment, because it is not an easy assessment. Emily, on top of that, is just a quiet, confident presence. She comes to work or school every day like it's work. She does what she needs to do to get better. She makes friends. She's just a well-rounded, well-focused individual. So I couldn't be more proud to be here to support her as she accomplished this amazing goal. So thank you. And I can't wait to see what this year and the years ahead look for you. So great job. Thank you.
Congratulations again, Emily. And you're in 4th grade now.
Aren't you guys? Miss Pino.
Secondly, we have from school number 9, we have Principal Miss Prince.
This is what you guys want.
And
You shut everybody. This is what you guys want.
Adam Santa Maria for having a perfect score.
Good evening, everyone. It is an honor to be here because Adam is not only an excellent student academically, but is one of the great person we have at school number 9. This year, as 4th graders, he embraced the task to support and help all the new students in his class to guide them through the school activity, make new friends. And in the past 2 years at School 9, Adam has grown so much and made me proud every single day. And he has all these brilliant ideas about what we can do in the school and how we can do things. And I'm so proud to be here tonight with you, with your family. And we have some of our people from School 9. Thank you, Miss Shamila, our custodian, to be with us tonight. And Adam's language arts teacher, Miss Reedy, to be with us tonight. Thank you again for everyone.
Wait, Dr. Perkins? Hello, me over here, John. Would it be all right if the board came up to take pictures with them too?
Can take one group picture at the end. Session after all the kids come, can we all just come and take a group picture? Would that be okay? Okay. Thank you. John, you always got my back.
Next, we have school number 4, Ahmad Adey, who's in 6th grade now, who has a perfect score in mathematics.
So it has taken me many, many attempts to get Aman's last name right. We recognize them every year. He comes from a long line of successful students. We have Abdul Fattah and Khadija. And it's, come on, Abdul Fattah, come on. Come on, he's been dying to come up here. And it's Adebiaye. I got it right. Adebiaye. So I came with a quick speech because I am very, very proud of Aman. He has reached an incredible milestone. He not only has demonstrated exceptional academic skill, but also perseverance, focus, and a true love of learning. We are so proud of you. Your hard work represents what's possible when determination meets dedication. You have set a shining example for your classmates and for our entire school community. Unfortunately, you had to leave us. So now, Khadija, pressure's on you. I want to thank his teachers. Again, I always say our success is thanks to our parents and to our teachers. Ms. Mikowski was his 5th grade math teacher, so I'd like her to come join me. And he said, and our peers. Good job. Ms. Mikowski, can you come join us for the picture?
Congratulations. Next, from McManus Middle School, we have Principal Mastriano here. And current 8th grader, Loris Benjamin, had a perfect score in language arts.
Wow.
Well, first I want to congratulate Aman. He is now our student, so I have 3 years now to master his last name. So I'm going to practice that, so congratulations. And congratulations to all of our students here. For Benjamin, I mean, we're just so proud of you. Just on behalf of all the faculty and staff at McManus, we want to congratulate you and your family. Thank you for being here. Benjamin is just an amazing student. We're happy to have him. He shows up every day. He works hard. He does everything that we ask of him. He roars with pride and really exemplifies what it means to be a student at McManus Middle School. So congratulations again on all your hard work and dedication to you and your family. And Benjamin Loris, everybody. Congratulations.
And then, last but not least, current 10th grader, Emila, had a perfect score in English language arts in 9th grade. And Mr. Kuntz is here.
So to echo good evening, everyone. To echo my colleagues, we at Linden High School, we are so proud of you, Amelia, for your accomplishments. Standardized tests are very difficult, and as educators, we're always happy and excited when students meet expectations. But when students exceed expectations, we are ecstatic. And we are very proud of Amelia for all of her accomplishments, the discipline, the fortitude that she has applied as a freshman and now as a sophomore. We are so, so proud of you. And I just want to show you guys how well she's currently doing in her classes, because I checked your grades before I came here. She's currently at a 96.2 in chemistry honors, 100 in dance, intro to dance. She's currently at a 97.9 in language arts 2 honors. She's currently at 100 at naval science. She's currently at 92.5 of Spanish 2, and currently at 98.3 in U.S. history, and a 75.1 in geometry. So she is rocking and rolling.
for that presentation.
Which one are you doing first?
And now we're going to transition into a presentation where we'll be sharing out our student assessment data for the New Jersey SLA, as well as the diagnostic learning map assessments that's taken place every every spring school year.
She's talking about where the heat at.
And the first presentation will be conducted by our data and assessment supervisor, Mr. Kondratowicz.
You see how I said that in executive? I noticed that especially if there's tension, she feels like they'll be all right if there's awards and everybody's in a good mood. How can you be mad, you know? That's why. Now, see. Kids' feet only. Oh, dish. I think we need the
So each year we are presenting our data. This is where our students in grades 3 through 9th grade have to take the assessment in language arts and math, and they are measured by the New Jersey Student Learning Standards. So the data we will show will outline student achievement across the district, across schools, across demographics. And then the diagnostic learning map, dynamic learning map assessment is given to students who identify with special educational needs, and we'll share that data out too. Okay? Mr. Kondratowicz?
I will try to make it quick. Only 120 slides. All right, so first we will quickly go over our results for language arts. Our 3rd grade lost 4% from the previous year. Our 4th grade in language arts gained 7%. Our 5th grade gained 2.2%. Our 6th, 7th, and 8th grade all gained 6%, which over a course of 1 year is a tremendous accomplishment. So great job to our middle school language arts. Our grade 9 lost 1.7%, and overall, as a district, we gained 2.7% in language arts, which is a great gain for 1 year. In mathematics, we gained 4.6% in third grade, lost 5% in fourth grade, gained 6 in fifth grade, 4 in sixth grade, lost in seventh grade, eighth grade gained 2. Algebra 1 middle school, which is our most gifted students in middle school that take the honors algebra, lost 2.6%, but notice they're still at 50% passing rate. Our high school algebra lost 1%. Geometry gained 5%. Our Algebra 2 students, even though it's reported in here, we only have a handful because we don't have Algebra 2 program in 10th grade, so or 9th grade. So these are usually our transfer students. And overall, we still gain almost 1% as a district in mathematics. Here's a little more detailed view of that chart that you just saw. The idea is that levels 1, 2, and 3, we want those numbers to go down, and notice most of them have gone down. And we want our level 4 and 5, which is our passing scores, our achieving students and exceeding, or meeting students and exceeding, to be in a positive, and that's what we saw, and especially in middle school, great growth. Same idea for math. Again, this is just a detailed look of what those charts were. In science, great gains in science this year. Our fifth graders gained 6% from the year before. Our fifth graders. Our eighth graders gained almost 2%, and our 11th graders gained almost 8% in science. So great growth in science throughout. How do we compare to the state? In third grade language arts, the state has gained a little bit more than we did, and so did fourth. However, in fifth grade, we outperformed the state. So not only did we grow in a positive direction, we also narrowed the gap between us and the state. Obviously, 6th, 7th, and 8th grade, not only did we grow by over 6%, but average growth for the state was 3, 3, and 4%. So we outperformed the state in those grades. And then in 9th grade, even though we lost 1.7%, the state has lost 8%. So we didn't lose ground, basically, in that subject. Math, we gained 3.6. In third grade, the state only gained 2.2, so we outperformed the state a little bit. Fourth grade, we didn't do as well as we should have. Fifth grade, we outperformed the state. Sixth grade, we outperformed the state. Seventh grade, we lost a little bit of the ground there. Eighth grade, we outperformed the state again. And geometry, we lost a little bit. And algebra 1, we lost 1.1. The state lost 1.5. Science, again, we outperformed the state by quite a bit, actually. We gained 6% in fifth grade. The state only gained 2.5. We gained 1.9 in eighth grade. The state only gained 0.2. And we gained almost 8% in 11th grade. The state only gained 3%. Our enrollment has increased. Language arts, we tested 92 more students last year. In math, we tested 30 more students. And in science, we actually tested less students. And again, the science is only given to 5th, 8th, and 11th grade. Looking at school, this graph looks a little busy, but it really tells it gives us a lot of great information here. Each one of these bars is a different elementary school. All right, so school 1 is on the left, the first bar. School 2 would be the second, school 4, and so on. So for example, you can see that in grade 3, schools 9 and 10 are truly excelling. Grade 4, look at that high bar in grade 4. That's school 9, yes. Grade 4, school 9, yep. And then 5th grade, school 5 also stands out to us. Now, I've been doing this for 9 years now. Only once can I remember one of our, any of the grades in language arts being even close to the state, right? Here's the state averages. School number 9, way past the state average. First time in the past 9 years. So great job to them. School number 5 in grade 5, above the state average. That's amazing. And then overall, for the 3 grades, school 9 again, school-wide is right at the state average. That's tremendous. Truly tremendous. Great job. Math, here are the state averages. Again, for math, it's never been even close. Never. So for school 10 in grade 5 to be 1% away, I think that's a tremendous accomplishment. Here's the breakdown of our middle schools. As you can see, grade 6 and 7, Seoul did a little bit better. Grade 8, McManus did better. Overall, however, they're very, very close to even. In mathematics, kind of the same story. Depending on the grade level, they kind of alternate, but at the end of the day, they're very close. As far as demographics is concerned, this is showing demographics over the past 3 years. So our aging population, the median exceeding has increased. Our black population has increased, our Hispanic has increased in language arts, our multiple has increased, and our white population has stayed the same. In mathematics, Asian population has increased, black has increased, Hispanic stayed the same, multiple races has increased, and white has increased a little bit. So nice increase all throughout. Our females do better in language arts than males. However, males have picked up 5% last year, so they're catching up. Our males do slightly better in mathematics than females. From last year, males stayed the same, females gained 1%. Our different subgroups, our ELLs have lost a little bit in language arts. That could be contributed to the tremendous increase in our ELL population. Our free or reduced lunch has increased by 3%. Our 504 students increased by 6%. Our special education students pretty much stayed the same, and our general education increased by 6% overall. In mathematics, our ELL students increased by 3%. Free or reduced increased by 1%. Our 504 students decreased by 8%. Special education decreased by 1%, and general education increased by 1%. And finally, the dynamic learning map results. So we have 2 types of students that take this assessment. This assessment is not given to our regular students. It's basically given to students that are not able to take the NJSLA. So they take the DLM test over a course of a couple of weeks. And we have 53 in-district students that took this assessment in language arts and 20 out-of-district assessment students. And you can see that there are 4 tiers of this assessment: emerging, approaching, at target, and advanced. In-district students have done much better than out-of-district student placement students with 19%, approaching 23 at target, in district versus 10 and 10 out of district in the ELI. In math, one thing to notice is that we had 2 students perform advanced, which also is very rare on this test. And we again outperformed our out of district students. And science, we only had 18 students. Out of district, there was 12. That's it. Any questions?
Thank you. Any questions online? Thank you.
I have a statement to make. A month ago, I was watching the news, right? And they were talking about the national exam, and I'm sure most of you educators have seen it in the news, how they were stating how test scores in the entire United States had fallen. When I saw that, I was so scared. I said, dear God, I hope we do much better than the state average. And to sit here and to see that in some areas we are outdoing the state when the whole country has fallen behind when it comes to state exams. I am saying thank you, thank you, thank you to the teachers, staff, and parents. Thank you.
We don't have the last part.
Next, we're going to report on student safety data systems. Each year, we have to report out to our public, and I have with me our Assistant Superintendent, Ms. Lewis.
Good evening, everyone. As Dr. Perkins shared, by law, each year we have to report out incidents of violence, vandalism, weapons, substance abuse, as well as HIB incidents that take place throughout our district. So this is the data for the 24-25 school year. These are some examples of what's included within that. Vandalism includes arson, damage to property, false public alarm, trespassing, and theft. Violence includes assault, fights, kidnapping, robbery, extortion, sexual assault and contact, threats, and criminal threats. And then just some additional terms includes weapons offenses, substances, and HIB. So for the 24-25 school year, this is the data just broken down by elementary schools versus secondary schools. And as expected, of course, our secondary schools, based on enrollment, do have slightly higher incidence.
So for violence, it was reported 3 incidents for elementary, 45. For vandalism, secondary, it was 17. For substance, 1 for elementary, 98 for secondary. Weapons, 5 for secondary. And for other incidents that led to removal, 53 for elementary and 4,221 for secondary.
And that other includes any type of incident that required a student to be removed from their educational setting. And this is a table that breaks it down by school. So again, you'll see that school 1 had 0 incidents aside for 5 in other. School 2 had 2 incidents indicated as violence, 3 other. School 4 had 1 incident of violence, 1 incident of a substance, and 26 incidents of other. School 5 had 0 except for 17 incidents of other. School 6 had 0, School 8 had 0, School 9 had 1 incident of other, and then School 10 had 1 incident of other. At the secondary level, Linden High School had 14 incidents that were identified as violence, 10 incidents identified as vandalism, 36 incidents of substances, 2 instances of weapons, and 3,552 incidents of other. So Seoul Middle School had 25 incidents of violence, 5 incidents of vandalism, 17 of substances, 0 instances of weapons, 348 incidents of other. McManus Middle School had 6 incidents of violence, 2 incidents of vandalism, 45 instances of substances, 3 instances of weapons, and 321 of other.
Wow.
And lastly, our HIBs, that also is included within the report. And as you can see, we have unfounded versus founded. And from the chart, you can see that majority of our investigations are unfounded. And so we had the high school at 4 incidents total. McManus, 13 were unfounded, 7 were founded. Seoul had 12 unfounded, 4 founded. School 10 had 8 unfounded, 2 were founded. School 9 had 3 unfounded, 2 unfounded. School 8 had 7 unfounded and 1 founded, I should say. School 6 had 6 unfounded. School 5 had 3 unfounded, 1 founded. School 4 had 2 unfounded, and 5 were founded, and then School 2 had none, and School 1 had 6, which were unfounded, and 2 which were founded. And these are some examples of some of the programming and interventions that take place as it pertains to harassment, intimidation, and bullying investigation. So that includes character education, education related to the Anti-Bullying Bill of Rights, which is the law that explains harassment, intimidation, and bullying, positive behavior support in schools, which is often referred to as PBSIS, staff training, SEL lessons, which is where our counselors and social workers push into the classrooms and provide various lessons related to SEL competencies, restorative practices, which is where students will sit down and have mediations or restorative circles to help repair harm when harm takes place, student assemblies such as Nana, Nettie, and Friends, Lead You, which took place throughout the district. Every single school received one of these assemblies last year, as well as INRS, the INRS process, which is intervention and referral services.
So this concludes our presentation. We want to bring it back to this must be reported every year to the state, and these are the criteria that it falls under. For example, we've had students who may have been walking to school and picked up an item on their way into school. And once it's in the school, then we have to report it that it's in the school. So when looking at our numbers and even other incidents, if a student was late to class and cut a class, that has to be recorded. And so those numbers are all, it captures the daily life of our schools. We share what interventions that we are providing, but this is still another all call to our parents and our guardians to help us. We need you, all means all, with educating our students, with making great choices. We have a lot of interventions to help our students and our families, as we shared. And now, if you have any questions, please.
Where's my hard copy? Do I have my hard copy? Yeah. Thank you, I appreciate it. Those numbers is high at the end. The last part with the high school, can we go back to the end?
Nobody could hear you, you know. You need to speak in the mic.
She can hear me. Right here, yes. Those numbers is really high, extremely high. So what does that really mean? You see the end number is very high, right? And it says other incidents leading to removal. What? I guess would you just explain when people come and take the stuff when they come in here?
If in the high school, if a student cuts class and then they receive in-school suspension or out-of-school suspension, that's considered removal.
Okay.
If a student makes a poor choice with conduct in communicating with the teacher or their peers,
Right.
then they have to remove. So there's so many incidents that fall
Into
under
that,
that.
okay.
That's why it's other, because it's very broad.
Great. So we have plans to kind of bring it in?
Always.
Okay,
You
because-
know, and this goes back to the chronic absenteeism. This goes back to tardy. This goes back to educating our students with making great choices. We have a code of conduct. We have positive behavior support in schools. We have multi-tiered systems of support in our schools to help our students with navigating and making great choices. And, you know, again, those interventions of thank you to our teachers, our counselors, our social workers, everyone that's coming to our administrators with encouraging our students to make great choices.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Can you remind us again how many students are in the high school?
How many students are in the high school, our current enrollment for students? It's about 1,900 students.
Thank you.
I think it's 1936.
Thank you.
Thank you. And that will conclude the superintendent's report.
Thank you very much.
I'm going to introduce my vice president. She's going to continue the rest of the meeting till its end. Miss Malaysia Thomas.
Thank you, Dr. Berghammer. At this time, we're going to move on to the attorney's report.
Thank you, Ms. Thomas. As Dr. Perkins mentioned in her report, the board's negotiations committee has reached a tentative agreement pending your approval with the Linden Custodians Bargaining Unit. So I only have one item on my report. It's asking for a motion and a second to approve the memorandum of agreement with the Linden Education Association Custodial and Maintenance.
Thank you. I'd like to make a motion to approve item 1 on the attorney's report and respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Uliz?
Yes.
Ms. Cintron?
Yes.
And Dr. Berghammer?
Yes.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
All right. At this time, we'll move on to the education report.
Good evening. The Education Committee, upon recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools and Assistant Superintendent, presents the following motions to the Linden Board of Education for approval. I approve item 1 through 25. I respectfully ask for a second.
Any discussion? Questions?
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Uliz?
Yes.
Ms. Cintron?
Yes.
And Dr. Berghammer?
Yes.
Thank you. At this time, we'll move on to the finance report. The Finance Committee, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools and Business Administrator Board Secretary, presents the following motions to the Linden Board of Education for approval. Items 1 through 27. Respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Uliz?
Yes.
Ms. Cintron?
Yes.
And Dr. Berghammer?
Yes.
Thank you. Moving on to Buildings, Grounds, and Securities Report. The Buildings, Grounds, and Securities Committee, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools and the Business Administrator Board Secretary, present the following motions to the Linden Board of Education for approval. Items 1 through 9. Respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Any discussion? Roll call.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Uliz?
Yes.
Ms. Cintron?
Yes.
And Dr. Berghammer?
Yes.
Moving on to Planning and Policy Report. The Planning and Policy Committee, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, presents the following motion to the Linden Board of Education for approval. Items 1 through 4. Respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Any discussion?
I want to discuss The student dress and grooming, can we discuss that in the back?
No, if you have questions, you can discuss it out here.
Okay, can we like change it?
Change what?
The policy for the grooming for the kids? The dress code, Madam talking about, she mentioned about the dress code. Can we discuss that? Can we put the pants in it or no?
Change it in regard to the
Yes.
comment that was made on the floor regarding cargo?
Yes.
Is that something that the board would like to update in the policy?
Can we say yes to it now and then change it? Or what? Okay. It can always be changed.
Just let us know what it's a first reading, so just read into the record whatever change you want. Like, what are we doing? We're just going to permit?
Yeah, the cargo pants, I believe.
Permit cargo pants?
Yes, I believe so, yes. Really much easier, I believe.
It's a first reading?
Would you believe? I'm fine with it. You fine with it? Okay, so first reading, so then we change it again? All right, thank you, appreciate it.
Thank you, Ms. Pino.
So now you're voting on the policy as amended by Ms. Pino, and this will be the first reading of that policy?
Correct.
Okay.
Thank you.
And I just want to confirm also, the policy has updated information regarding the athletic wear. Is that a part of this one? Thank you.
Okay.
Okay. So we'd like to make a motion to approve items 1 through 4 with the amended version from Mrs. Pino. Respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Ulysse?
Yes.
Ms. Cintron?
Yes.
And Dr. Bergen?
Yes. Thank you. We will need to go into the back prior to doing our personnel report. So at this time, we'll move forward to comments from the public. Members of the public desiring to make a public comment may come forward at this time. For those watching online, if you wish to make a comment or ask a question, please utilize the raise your hand feature on the online meeting platform. Please begin your comments by stating your name and address. Individuals are invited to speak on one topic at a time, and no individual will speak more than once until all individuals so desiring have spoken once. The public is reminded that to ensure the efficient and orderly operations of the meeting, members of the public will be limited to speaking on items for 3 minutes.
Martino again, Seoul Middle School. Thank you so much for hearing me. I think that when we think about what's in the best interest of students' education, and then realizing that there's always room for improvement, I appreciate you hearing me and taking action so that we can better serve our students. Thank you.
Thank you.
Craig Heller, 120 Donaldson Place. I was just wondering why, I mean, it's great that we have our photographer at all our Board of Ed meetings, but the other item is we have students that are involved in photography and our video people here. Why don't we have a student photographer here to take some pictures at the meetings or even other activities in schools to be included in our virtual yearbooks?
For students to be a part of the board meeting in the evening, that would have to be a decision by the board to bring them on. During the day, our students are actively involved in taking pictures on the elementary level, middle, and high. What we have, we call them our student vanguard, and they help with our technology initiative, and so that is part of their task to capture student life. And it's not only in our yearbook, the virtual yearbook, but you see that in a lot of our publications that go out to our parents as well as put on our social media and just within the schools.
And if you were to look at the yearbook, the virtual yearbook, it is done entirely by the students, the pictures, the editing, everything. That's their project, so they do the yearbook.
Okay, thank you.
Good evening. John Kaiser, 23 West Munsell Avenue. I'm standing here tonight because of one simple fact. The incumbents in next month's Board of Education election failed to turn in their nominating petitions on time.
This is not a political meeting,
I'm allowed to speak however I like. I'm not allowed, excuse me, I know the rules. I'm allowed to speak. You're trying to cut me off right in the beginning.
Yes.
That's the bare minimum responsibility for anyone seeking public office. And if you can't meet that basic requirement, how can the public trust you to handle the serious responsibilities of a Board of Education seat? The only reason this is now a write-in election is because of that failure. And honestly, it's poetic. For once, the playing field has been leveled, not by politics, but by their own negligence. Now let's talk about what's really at stake. Nepotism, fear, and compromised independence in this district. The Board of Education has one of the most critical duties there is, evaluating the superintendent every year. But how can that be done fairly when the superintendent is also responsible for evaluating the board members' own family members? That's not independence, that's a built-in conflict of interest. I know the excuse, they recuse themselves, but recusal doesn't solve the problem. It's proof that the problem exists. If you have to step aside because your family works in the district, the public's confidence in your objectivity is already gone. And let's be honest, although these seats are unpaid, many board members are given jobs throughout the city or already work for the city. That means their votes are never truly independent. When your livelihood depends on the same people who want your loyalty, your judgment is compromised before you even walk into this room. Right now, we have board members with direct family ties inside the school system. This isn't about families, it's about fairness and integrity. Teachers and staff have been reaching out to me privately. They love their jobs, they love their city, they love their students, but they're afraid. Afraid to speak up, afraid of retaliation, afraid of what happens when politics outweighs professionalism.
Do we really have
that kind of culture doesn't serve kids. It silences people. When the same few people hold power in City Hall, in the administration, and on the school board, accountability disappears. Decisions stop being about education. They become about loyalty and self-preservation. Our schools belong to the people. Not to a political network, not to a family tree, not to City Hall. I'm running because I believe in a board that represents all of Linden, every student, every teacher, every taxpayer, not just the connected few. The people of Linden deserve better, and come November 4th, with your write-in vote, we can restore independence, integrity, and trust. Because if you couldn't even get your name on the ballot, you don't deserve to sit on this board. Thank you.
Sir, is your name on the ballot?
Absolutely.
Is your name on the ballot?
Did you hear what I just said?
But is your name on the ballot?
Then my name's not on the ballot because I'm, wait a minute. My name is not on the ballot because I'm running because of their ineptitude.
Your time's up, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Donna Hernandez, 133 Princeton Road. Going back to about the students being taken out of, educational time because of uniforms. Can we maybe, if they, I don't know what the process is, if they have to go down to the office, but sometimes, parents don't work nearby. It could take them an hour, it could take them 2 hours. By the time they get out of work, go home, and is there something that we can do to maybe give the student a note to go back to class if they go to their next class, especially in the high school? At least they're not losing educational time while they're waiting for the parent or grandparent, aunt, uncle to come with the new uniform. Is that something that maybe can try? That's in all levels, middle school and elementary. That's all.
Thank you.
Is there anyone online?
Yes.
Hello.
They lowered the hand.
Okay. Well, thank you for thinking of us. Is there anyone else who would like to make a public comment? Okay.
Well, one of the things I would like to say is that it's, all right, let's just go to new and unfinished business and then go to business.
Okay, sounds great. So under our new and unfinished business, we have an appointment of Rimpi Kalia to fill the vacant board seat with the term expiring December 31st, 2026, pending a background check. So we look forward to seeing you all at our next meeting where we will appoint Rimpey.
But I don't think we should be staying long in the back anyway.
So at this time, we're going to make a motion to go into executive session. Second?
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Julise?
Yes.
Ms. Cintron?
Yes.
And Dr. Berghammer?
Yes.
Thank you.
The person or you?
Yeah, it's under the
Where we at?
new business.
Okay.
Personnel.
All right, you're gonna.
We do
Personnel
personnel. We have to come out of executive
We have
first.
to vote on it.
Gotta come out of our personnel. We gotta come out.
Yes. You vote on it now, so make sure you have the name. You get a glass.
At this time, I'd like to make a motion to come out of executive. And ask for a second.
Second.
Absolutely. Roll call.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Julise?
Yes.
Ms. Cintron?
Yes.
And Dr. Berghammer?
Yes.
Thank you. At this time, we're going to move on to the personnel report.
The Personnel Committee, upon the recommendation of the Superintendent of Schools, presents the following motions to the Linden Board of Education for approval. All appointments and reappointments are contingent upon and may be modified based on student participation and the district's receipt of sufficient state school aid and other revenue funding. I approve number 1 through 32, and I respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Call, please. Are there any discussions?
There we go, okay.
Yeah,
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Julise?
Yes.
Ms. Cintron?
Yes.
And Dr. Berghammer?
Yes.
Thank you. At this time, we're going to make a motion to appoint Rimpey Kalia to fill the vacant board seat with a term expiring December 31st, 2026, pending a background check. Respectfully ask for a second.
Second.
Roll call.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Julise?
Yes.
Ms. Cintron?
Yes.
And Dr. Berghammer?
Yes.
Thank you. At this time, we are going to conclude tonight's meeting, and we thank everyone for coming out tonight. Motion to adjourn tonight's meeting? Second. Roll call.
Ms. Pino?
Yes.
Ms. Thomas?
Yes.
Ms. Julise?
Yes.
Ms. Cintron?
Yes.
And Dr. Berghammer?
Yes.
Thank you. Meeting adjourned. Thank you.
Oh, okay.